If you get rejected by a woman, make the choice to walk away, the choice to prioritize your continued self-improvement. Some men overstay their welcome after being rejected because they're trying to avoid dealing with their own pain. They argue with the woman, they ask her why she's not interested, and they may even lash out, insult her, or become aggressive in other ways. Needless to say, badgering a woman who has rejected you is not an appropriate way to react. As unpleasant as rejection is, the burden of overcoming rejection should not be put onto women who already have to deal with dangerous male pursuers on a regular basis. What we'll discuss in this video is that walking away is a much more productive strategy to handle your feelings of disappointment, as it will allow you to focus your emotional energy on self-improvement rather than on factors that are outside of your control. So why shouldn't you keep talking or arguing with a woman after she rejects you? Well, once a woman rejects you, there isn't really anything you can say or do to change your mind. She's already formed a first impression of you, which is not something that you can change in the span of a short conversation. If anything, you arguing with her only further validates her decision to reject you, as you're showing her that you're a man that is unable to respect her wishes and personal boundaries. Women's first concern when dating will always be their physical security, and a man who can't take no for an answer will always pose an immediate threat to a woman's well-being. So if it's ineffective to keep arguing with a woman after being rejected, why do men still try to convince women to change their mind? For a lot of men, because they're not used to expressing their emotions and desires, they don't know how to deal with the feelings that come with rejection. Instead of contending with the pain of rejection on their own, they put this emotional burden onto the woman. Men argue, thinking that if they can convince the woman to change her mind, that will magically fix all of their insecurities through the woman's acceptance. Men ask women why they aren't interested, hoping that the women don't point out the flaws that the men, consciously or unconsciously, already know about themselves. Men lash out and insult women because if men are hurt by a woman's rejection, some men feel entitled to hurt the woman back. As I mentioned before, these are all unhealthy coping strategies, as they allow men to place the blame for being rejected solely onto women, freeing themselves from the emotional work of dealing with rejection and its implications on their own. When men do that, they ignore their own personal flaws that might be contributing to them being rejected and rob themselves of the opportunity for self-improvement and for gaining greater perspective. Then, if you want to grow from your experiences of rejection and to improve your chances at romance, choose to walk away. Walking away might seem like a decision to be passive, but it is anything but passive. Walking away is a conscious decision to seize control of your life, to stop blaming others for your flaws and inadequacies, and to decide to be better. So what does walking away look like in practice? Well, first, literally walk away from the woman who rejected you so that you have some space to process your emotions. Now that you're alone, spend some time reflecting on what did go well when you approached the woman, what didn't go well, and what could have gone better. What you come up with can look something like this. In what went well, you could say something along the lines of, even though I was scared and got rejected, I was still able to face my fear of rejection and asked a woman out. In what didn't go well, you could say, when I tapped her on the shoulder, I did so from behind, which seemed to have startled her. So then in what you can do better, you could say, next time if I ask a woman out, I will approach her from where she can see me so as not to startle her. Then think about what you like about yourself right now, what you don't like about yourself, and what you would like to improve about yourself. So in what you like, you could say, I am confident in my sense of style and clothing choice. Then in what you don't like, you could say, my overall hygiene and fitness is not the best right now. And then finally, in what you want to improve, you could say, I want to take better care of my hygiene as well as improve my fitness level. Identifying your strengths, weaknesses, and goals in this way is a practice that refocuses your emotions towards self-improvement and will increase your prospects for romance. At the end of the day, you can't control or force women to want to be with you, as women are human beings with agency and autonomy to make their own choices. Rather than getting hung up on a woman who isn't interested in you, take back your own agency by choosing to walk away, by choosing to improve yourself for the better, and by choosing to find a woman who truly wants to be with you. If you found my video to be helpful in any way, please consider subscribing and liking this video. If you are looking for more personalized assistance, I also offer life coaching services, which you can find in the video description below. Thank you for your attention, and I'll see you next time.